Hello students, welcome to e-learning classes. Today we are going to revise your first lesson of history, that is the medieval world. As we all know children, that Indian history is generally divided into three parts: ancient, medieval and modern periods. Ancient history we have already studied in your 6th standard. Now in 7th standard we are going to study about your medieval history. These categorization is on the basis of changes in social, political and economic organizations and in ideas and beliefs also. Children, the medieval period in India is from 8th century AD to 18th century AD. What is the full form of AD? Anno Domini, right? Now, this duration of the period is not same everywhere. Historically, it is not same everywhere. Like in India, the medieval period starts from 8th century, whereas in Europe, the medieval period begin in the 5th century AD. The medieval period is divided into two parts, that is the early medieval period and late medieval period. Early medieval period starts from 8th century AD till 13th century AD. During this period, the most powerful dynasties of North and South kingdoms like Palas, Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas, Cholas and Rajputs were there. And in a later medieval period, it starts from 13th century AD to 18th century AD. It covered the rule of Turks, the Afghans and the Mughals. Do you know children? Ancient India has many names. Bharatvarsh and Jambudweep were the earliest names of ancient India. The ancient Greeks called India Indus from Sindhu, the name for the Indus River in northwest India. You all know that Indus is a river which flows in northwest part of India. Now it is a part of Pakistan, present day Pakistan. Persians call India Hindustan for much the same reason. Okay? The medieval period in India is characterized by number of changes. See children, in the late medieval period, the Turks, the Afghans and the Mughals, they entered the country, right? जिसमें से the Mughals dynasty was that which introduced number of changes and development in the country. Like Mughal dynasties led to the growth of mixed culture. Mixed culture means the culture of North and the culture of South, or you can say interaction of the cultures between the Hindu culture and the Muslim cultures. Mughal dynasties also provided political stability to the country. Mughal dynasties introduced trade system not only within the country but also outside the land boundaries. That means Mughal dynasties invited the foreign traders to come to the country and trade with the country, which not only provided them with the facility, or you can say कि इससे मतलब इनका आपस में interaction ही नहीं हुआ, but also they got the chance to interchange the ideas, ठीक है, and they interchange their cultures also, which flourished the country lot. Now, sources of medieval history. Children, whenever we talk about sources of history, we always categorize into two parts: archaeological sources and literary sources. Same with the case of medieval history also, children. Medieval history may be, there are two types of sources: archaeological and literary sources. The examples of archaeological sources are like monuments, pillars, temples, paintings, coins. All these are the examples of archaeological sources. And literary sources के क्या examples are like chronicles, travelages, autobiographies and biographies. Now one by one we'll study about these chronicles, travelages and autobiographies and biographies. Chronicles. Now children, what is a chronicle? A chronicle is a historical account of facts, okay, which are arranged in a proper order. These are the historical accounts of facts, and the number of scholars belonging to this period who wrote about The history of dynasties of the period were called as chroniclers. These chroniclers were appointed by the king, and their work is to record all the rule of the kings and life of the king and whatever happened in the court. ये chroniclers का काम होता था. They were the people who were appointed by the kings. Kings इनको appoint करते थे. जहां जहां king जाता था वहीं वहीं उनके साथ एक chroniclers भी जाते थे और kings के rules, decisions और उनकी लाइफ इवेंट्स के बारे में सारे फैक्ट्स नोट डाउन करना इनका काम होता था. Some of the important medievals some of the important chronicles of medieval period are, they are like तारीके फरिश्ता बाय फरिश्ता, ठीक है, and राजा रतनगिनी by कलहना. Now autobiographies and biographies. Children, first of all we should know that what do you mean by autobiographies and what do you mean by biographies. Auto means self, ठीक है, biographies means लाइफ की स्टोरी. सो ऑटोबायोग्राफीज आर दोज बुक्स, ठीक है, ये वो बुक्स होती हैं जो किसी की लाइफ को तो दर्शाती हैं, ठीक है, इट इज टेलिंग यू अबाउट द लाइफ ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर पर्सन बट इट इज रिटन बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, ठीक है. अगर मैंने अपनी लाइफ के बारे में खुद कोई बुक लिखी है तो उसे मैं ऑटोबायोग्राफी बोलूंगी. एंड बायोग्राफीज आर द बुक्स ऑफ लाइफ, ठीक है, ये भी लाइफ पे ही डिपेंड है, किसी की लाइफ को ही डिपिक्ट करती है ये बुक्स, बट इट इज रिटन बाय सम अदर पर्सन. इफ आई एम राइटिंग अ बुक ऑन द लाइफ ऑफ on the life of some other person, that means I am writing biography. I hope you all understood the difference between autobiographies and biographies. These autobiographies and biographies were also one of the important literary source of medieval period. Some of the important autobiographies and biographies are listed in the screen. Do read it with me. Like you have Futuhat-e Firoz Shahi by Firoz Shah Tughlaq, ठीक है, बाबरनामा by बाबर. These were the autobiographies, ठीक है, विच वर रिटन बाय दीज पीपल देमसेल्फ, जिसमें उनकी लाइफ के बारे में, उन्होंने क्या डिसीजंस लिए, क्या उनके रूल्स थे, कैसे उन्होंने अपने किंगडम को रूल किया, एवरीथिंग इज मेंशन. सो इट इज in a way telling is about the ancient time, the medieval time period. Then some of the biographies are also mentioned here. See Prithviraj Raso, which was written by Chand Bardai, and then Akbarnama, which is telling you about the life of Akbar by Abul Fazl. Another very important literary source of medieval period is travel-ages. What are travel-ages, children? These are the account of travelers or pilgrims who visited India from foreign countries, ठीक है, they visited India in the medieval time period. ओके ये उनके अकाउंट्स है कि उन्होंने इंडिया विजिट किया, यहाँ उन्होंने क्या देखा, क्या फील किया, और जिस राजा के भी टाइम पीरियड में उन्होंने विजिट किया उसके बारे में वो एक अकाउंट दे यूज्ड टू मेंटेन अ बुक, एंड दोज बुक्स आर कॉल्ड एज travel-ages. Fine. Some of the important travel-ages are mentioned in the screen. That is one of the famous is Ibn Battuta. ठीक है, Ibn Battuta was a foreign traveler. Okay, who wrote Rihala. Then Abdul Razak, who was one of the traveler of Persia. ठीक है, and he came to Vijayanagar. He visited Vijayanagar and then he wrote about Vijayanagar and the kingdom of Vijayanagar. Apart from this, Marco Polo, one of the European traveler, Italian traveler, also visited India during the medieval period. With this, children, your revision of first chapter of history is finished, and your work is to revise all that whatever has been provided to you in your previous lectures along with this revision lecture, and then solve the given test. Good luck, children.